In this video, I'm going to show you how you can create this adorable looking brown bear in the US known as Corduroy with the magic of paint and a few paintbrushes and a tool that everyone has at home. You are going to transfer a white canvas into this masterpiece. This is the perfect craft for kids of all ages. Let's paint. Okay, now we are going to mix a little bit of white acrylic paint and a little bit of this mint looking paint. And we are going to cover this entire canvas, including the sides. For this one, you can use any paintbrush you have at home. And we want to also mix it. Starting from the top. This step is very easy to do. Even my 3-year-old nailed this part. And if your kiddo needs a break or two, they can definitely take breaks. Remember to paint the sides. Once the paint is dry, go and find your round sponge brush. Let's mix a little bit of white and a little bit of pink. Now, let's mix it with a sponge brush. And let's cover the whole canvas with those dots. Ready, steady, go! Round sponge brushes are so much fun because they are very easy to use. Anyone can paint with these. And while you're working with your child or your student or your grandkid, keep reminding them to be very, very gentle. You don't want to press it too hard. And while you are painting, maybe you can discuss your favorite part of corduroy. We love corduroy in our house. Let's make some dots on the side as well. This will make the painting more unique. You might notice that I left this space without dots. Well, the reason is that's the space where we are going to paint the corduroy's portrait. So it's up to you. You can make dots over there or you can leave it as it is. The reason is with acrylic paint, you can layer up. You can put layer after layer after layer after layer after layer. You got the picture. So let's the dots dry completely. And while we are waiting for the dots to dry completely, let's prepare our next tool that we need to create a beautiful corduroy's portrait. Let's talk about the special tool you need to continue with this artwork. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, this is the miracle you need. A toilet paper roll, kitchen roll, paper roll, you name it. So we will need a toilet paper roll and scissors. We are going to just cut all around. And if you don't have an empty toilet paper roll, but you have some kind of brush to clean the dishes, you can use that, or you can use as well toothbrush. I don't have toothbrush, I don't have brush to clean the dishes, so I'm going to cut this. And now, watch this. Just be gentle, we want to spread them. See? You can also use your hand. How cool! And this is the tool we are going to use to paint the corduroy. The dots are dry, so let's go and find any round object you have at home. This is my craft round object I use almost every day. And then let's place it kind of like in the center or maybe a little bit lower. Let's place it right here. Okay, and now you want to be very, very gentle. We are going to just using your pencil to trace all around it. Okay, perfect. And next we are going to just sketch shoulders. The beauty of canvas is that you can actually erase the pencil, so. We are working on a Corduroy's portrait, so it's okay just to see the face and the part of the upper body. Next, let's do the ears. Draw 2 arches. One on the right side, one on the left side. Now, let's squeeze a little bit of white and a little bit of brown, and I did get 2 different shades of brown. I like to keep my paintings kind of unique and to see how the colors will end up blending together, see? Now you're going to grab your tool and you're just going to mix, mix, mix. Now dab your paper roll into the paint and stamp the paper roll onto the canvas. So again, this is perfect for any ages. Keep reminding your kiddos to just stamp, 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 stamp. We don't want to paint with it, see? We want to just make stamps so we can get the fluffy effect of corduroy. And again, a toothbrush would be great for this. So if you have a spare toothbrush you want to use, go for it and try it. Okay, now let's do the ears. See? I keep pressing, 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 pressing. So there is more paint going where I want it. And don't worry, we will also paint the inner ear of our corduroy. So don't worry if you don't have the paint right there. And remember, this is fun and we are learning a new technique. When I was a kid, I never done this art before, and I found it very fascinating that you can use everyday objects to create art. That's the beauty. You can create art with anything. Beautiful. A little bit more stems, so it's nice and fluffy. And if we get a little bit of white, perfect. And if you don't have white and you have only brown, that's okay. Just use whatever you have at home. I never ever want you to be limited. Okay, next let's move to the body. And again, remind your kids to be gentle and don't paint, just stamp. Look at this! Oh, I'm loving the different shades of brown. Do you see right here? And you know, if your kiddo is not interested anymore, just start painting and they will come to you. I think I'm done. And I think I like how fluffy this corduroy looks. Let's also stamp the bottom, or maybe for this one we can use a paintbrush. Or let's use our round sponge brush. This way, if somebody is looking at our picture from the bottom, because you never know, then the paint will wrap the whole canvas. And at least we will use all the paint we squeezed. Now we let it dry. Before we start painting the inner ears of the corduroy as well as the nose area, I want to give you 2 options to choose from. For the inner ears, you can create 2 circles using a round sponge brush, slightly bigger one than the ones we used for the dots, or you can use a thin paintbrush. I'm going to make arches for the inner ears, but you can definitely create circles. This corduroy was painted by my 3-year-old, and she just made a stamp here, here, and little stamps on the nose area. So let's go. So again, make up your mind what you want to use and find slightly lighter brown color. So remember, you have 2 options. You can use a round sponge brush, 1 and 2, or you can paint. So first I'm just going to sketch where the inner ears will go. So think of it as an arch. Same thing on the right side. And now we can just paint. And now you can use your paintbrush and you can sketch where the nose area will go. Perfect. Now you can tap your sponge brush into the paint. And now just stem, but be careful. Let's try not to go out of the lines, and if you do, no worries. Remember, art is unique to everyone, and everyone can create. Perfect. If you want, you can maybe add second layer on the inner ears. Choice is yours. While we are waiting for the inner ears and the nosy area to dry completely, let's sketch the famous corduroy overalls. I like to use 2 different shades of green. Clean paintbrush, and let's just mix, and let's sketch. Okay, we want line down. You can also use pencil for the first time if you prefer. Line across, up and down. Perfect. Again, use pencil if you need to sketch this. And now let's just stay in the lines while painting. Definitely a little artist can help you with this. Just keep reminding them to stay in the lines and they will be just fine. I think I'm going to mix a little bit of white paint to this green, because white color increases opacity of any colors. And again, you can paint short strokes, just like this, or long if you want. Or you can mix it, whatever you want to do. Just let's have fun with this. Okay, and don't forget to paint the sides. I know in this project there is a lot of waiting, but that's the fun part, because your kiddo gets enough breaks to do whatever she or he wants to do. So each time it's time to do the eyes or paint the overalls, you can call them and invite them to create even more. And remember, with each stroke or stamp, they are working on their pencil grip, as well as fine motor skills, hand-eye coordination. Art has so many benefits. Talking about benefits, while we wait for the nose area to dry, for the paints to dry, we are almost done, I promise. Let's find 2 buttons. If you don't have buttons, you can skip this step. And if you do, let's also find a thread and needle, because we are going to make this art piece very realistic. So let's cut the thread. And now let's see if I can do this. Perfect. And let's make a knot. Find your button and just thread the needle. We're just going to make a stitch or 2, just to keep the painting realistic, so it looks like he's wearing real corduroy overalls with buttons on it. See? This is all what we need. We are almost done with this Corduroy Craft. So let's design the eyes and the nose area. You can use your pencil to just kind of sketch, just kind of mark where the eyes will go, just to make sure we don't mess it up. Maybe one over here and one over there. I'm going to use this special tool, and it has a soft pad at the top that you paint with. The only thing is that this tool is for grown-ups only. So, of course, I don't expect you to have this one. So definitely use your smallest sponge brush and make one dot over on the left side and one dot on the right side. Or you can draw a circle and paint it. 1 and 2. For the nose area, first touch it slightly to double check if it's dry. It should be dry by now. And for this one, you can use acrylic markers if you have, or a really thin paintbrush. I'm going to use an acrylic marker. And first, we want to start right here and draw kind of a curved line all the way down. Ready, steady, let's go. Okay, so this is my easiest way how you can design teddy bear's face. And then let's make one circle on the top. Okay, you can use a round sponge brush, or you can paint. Oh, look how cute! Okay, the last part, we want to stick the buttons and put them right here. Last part, let's use glue. And between I love tacky glue is non-toxic and it's safe for kids to work with. Squeeze enough glue on the back side of the button and then just press it down. Again, tacky glue will do the job. If you don't have tacky glue, maybe you can use super glue, but remember, super glue is not safe for the children. That's why I highly recommend using tacky glue. All the supplies are listed in the description below. How cute is this corduroy? If your little one helped you with this project, please praise them, hug them, and best part, display their artwork in their bedroom or maybe playroom, living area, give it to teachers, or the holidays are coming. This painting on canvas is a perfect gift and it's made with love. And that's it. Thank you so much for watching and creating with me, and I will see you on the next one. Ciao!